Alright, welcome back guys. We're gonna be doing a full recap of my quarter 1 trades. That'd be consisting of the months January, February, and March. As you can see here, I have my balance history statement from TD Ameritrade's dashboard, and the date is ranging from just at the beginning of January up until the ending of March here. As you can see, I did have a good, was it like 8 green trades here, so I was being confident, pushed my account up to what, like somewhere the 1950s or somewhere up there. It was close to 2K. Was really confident that I could have pushed over that 2K limit, but took 2 really bad trades back to back in February, which forced me to just sim for this period right here. That's why I kind of just flatlined. I'll go over those trades as well, and then got my confidence back up, got my strategy a little more fine-tuned, and adapted it to the current market volatility, market conditions. So starting in March, I was averaging about 2 out of 3 trades were green, and unfortunately is still having problems with my risk management, where some of my losses tend to exceed my gains, and I give back all my gains with 1 loss, which really is like taking 2 steps forward and 10 steps back. But nonetheless, the account's still here. I'm still living to trade another day, and yeah, honestly, it looks like we're pinned under this 2K resistance. Can't really break that, and currently stuck under this 1800 to 1600 channel. Hopefully, I can raise my risk to reward and stop taking losses as big as my gains. I know I've said that in the past videos before, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. So for the next 3 months, I'm hoping to reduce my risk and reduce share size and try to hold on for my trades for much longer. Going through my data for my trader view, it seems that I've sold my winners too quickly and held my losers on too long, which is a common problem for many traders. But if I can fine-tune those and find a better ratio, hopefully this 2 to 3 can give me some substantial gains and push over this 2K threshold. So we'll take a quick look at our summary of trades, starting all the way back from the 1st January up until my last trade here in March. Averaged about 28 trades with an average share size of roughly about 1,000, I would say. I'm estimating up. Average winner per trade was about $1.99, which is pretty. You laugh at that, but regardless, it is positive. It is green. As you can see, small winners, small winners, small winners. Then I'll take a huge loss, or I'll have small winner, small winner, small winner, and then a huge loss, huge loss. Yeah, so that tends to be my problem there, and just kind of waste of a trades here on HTBX. Those are just wastes, just stupid trades. But not necessarily stupid trades. I did hit my stop loss and got stopped out, which I'm grateful for, so they weren't big losses. But nonetheless, I could have done much better on those trades, and they just could have resulted in better performance from me. But yeah, just bad timing, rushing it, getting greedy. Just the same problems, hope, fear, and greed. Same problems tend to repeat themselves. So we'll look at some of our biggest losses here in January or February, excuse me, that kind of sent me on that spiral to not trade for a couple days and go back into the same. Yeah, I was on Jan here, I believe. Took a $102 loss with about 300 shares. Oh my god. Yeah, it was just a really bad trade. I don't know what I was really thinking. Shouldn't have really even got into it, to be honest. Got in here on the way down. I thought I was gonna push up, but played me, shaked me out, and then I just held on for way too long. Those big losses just kind of scared me and set me back. And then had another one on, I think it was VTVT here for a $120 loss. Once again, got in because I thought the lower wick was going to bounce off the VWAP, but just kind of chopped around and then just dumped on me here. And honestly, should have got out way sooner at 380, maybe 370, but did hesitate. Got out at 360 there. Took 40-cent loss on about 300 shares, which was just unnecessary. So that kind of sent me in a spiral to go ahead and sim for a little bit and back off, considering the volatility that was coming in and the conditions for the market were just not prime for someone as an amateur like me. So that did kind of send me on a on pace for me to check myself and take a step back. But coming to March, we did kind of pick it back up. Just 500 shares here on CTRM. As I said, stupid trade here on HTBX got instantly stopped out. I think it was just dumb. And then another one where I got in, should have took profits, but it was just shopping around and got out break even rather than taking a loss on it, which I'm happy for, but still a waste of a trade. I should have looked for a better quality setup and a better quality opportunity before risking my account. But I think we had one good trade here on BKYI. I ended up trading this a few times this month, I believe, twice, I believe. But yeah, nice $85 winner there. Yeah, there was that. And then also, yeah, these two just washed each other out, which was kind of, once again, waste of trades. I got in this, as you can see, I usually never take trades in Power Hour, but I think I was, I don't know what happened during that morning, but decided to take a Power Hour trade, and honestly, I thought this was going to bounce up, rip up to this resistance up here, maybe push to 9, which dumped on me and redid the same exact move, which is right here. I should have looked left to predict right. That was my fault there. Once again, not that good of a setup. I don't know what I was thinking. And then also, I think I had another big loss here. Yeah, IFMK. Yeah, this one was actually really upsetting because I had the right thesis on it. I had the right plan, and it hit my stop loss, and then it curled back up, for a good amount of gains. And honestly, if I would have got in at this area here or this area here, I even had you can see my trend lines. I should have waited for this middle cross-section point and then got in. That would have been ideal, but yeah, I just got greedy. Thought I was going to go straight up to the moon. Hope, fear, and greed, your worst enemies right there. And that's a perfect picture of it. And then, as this was ripping up, I'm just sitting here just frustrated. So yeah, that was poor execution on my part as well. And then I believe we had one more big loss here on ASTC that was just upsetting for no reason, because it's kind of like the IFMK trade. Got in a bit too soon. Jumped the gun on there. If I would have waited at least, 635, 640 maybe, I would have got in, would have cleared my stop loss, and could have got out for a nice dollar gain there. I got stopped out at 350. This pushed up to 445. That could have been a really good trade, but once again, jumped the gun. Hope, fear, and greed, my worst enemies there. Something I definitely need to work on. And then some of these winners just getting out too soon. These $25, $50 winners aren't really doing anything for me, especially when I'm getting washed out like this. Yeah, and that was a bad week there, down 145, 2 for 1 there. Just not an overall good trading week there, but nonetheless, as I said, going to be reducing my risk and reducing my exposure, and taking less risk, confining myself to about 100 shares to 300 shares. Yeah, nothing over 500 shares unless I'm really confident in that setup. But regardless, yeah, it was a solid first 3 months. I think the markets have showed me a lot, and I've learned a lot in the past 3 months, considering how much volatility there's been. Looking at the VIX index, we hit some all-time highs there, and looking at just certain aspects of the market, like we hit 3-4 market-wide halts, which is unprecedented in history. We've seen bond rates, TLT, UUP, all just the craziest things are going on right now, and glad to be learning in an environment like this. But yeah, pretty wild environment. I think it's good to take a step back and understand what's going on and use this as a learning lesson and as a valuable time in history, because it truly is a crazy time to be alive. And this just to show you guys, in March it took an average of 12 trades, 3 trades a week, and it was roughly down about $42 there, averaging negative $4 per trade, which is I'm getting better, but nonetheless it's a slow learning process, and just have to fine-tune my ratios and fine-tune what I need to be working on in terms of strategy, and hopefully I can turn this around and start getting my account up and hopefully push into that 2K threshold where I can start taking margin, and then 10K, 15K, 20, 25K, hopefully I can get out of that PDT range. But those are some goals I'm setting myself for the rest of the year. Hopefully we can see this account grow. But once again, thank you guys for your time, and I'll keep you guys updated as much as I can with the progress on the account. I'm hoping to do weekly recaps, but Given the conditions of school and everything that was going on at the time, I didn't realize with the beginning of the semester, I didn't realize how much time and effort this would have taken to compile videos, track everything, and make videos where you can talk about it, and then actually make some artwork and do everything that goes along with posting these videos. A lot more work than I had thought. Definitely underestimated it, but nonetheless, I'm still going to try to get these out as frequently as possible. Weekly, and then hopefully do monthly recaps, and then just as this one, a whole entire quarterly recap. But once again, thank you guys so much for your time. I will see you guys on the next one. Yeah.